like.
And that's what it is. It's awesome.
Do you think this rubbishes the conversation as it relates to who is the king of the dancehall?
I just think we need to unite and wave the flag higher.
Yo, me I hear about unity in a dancehall from my idea, my knee. Me I tell you honest.
Hey, say, as an elder, no?
As an elder, yeah. Me I hear about it from, and listen, a age paper me have.
Me get the call me outside, quick foot.
You
No,
can
Chris,
pull a
what you
shirt
say?
and
The politicians start a kid.
Sometimes you have to rise up somebody like a Mr. Vegas.
Boy, there. We are chat up him mouth because Andrew probably paid 2 phone bill fee telling us.
Sometimes Sweet Africa come with something with us mash up our head and not left with no solution. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome, it's not radio, it's Levels with Kshema, and we're here with episode 12 of the Levels podcast. Big up to my co-host KRIS in the building.
Cool, no, fully active on the screen, don't. And as usual, we give thanks to the first day of our life, and trust me, you should as well.
Look at no man. Of course, you don't know the Shreps before we get tonight. Big up to the Levels community. Thank you to our new subscribers. And if it's your first time checking in, hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Be a part of the Levels community.
Yeah, man. Click on come level vibes. You see it.
Look at no man. You heard. Click on come in.
Yeah. Timeline talk. Oh, with timeline stay this week.
Timeline festive.
Yeah.
Kartel and Beenie in New York. MASICKA call for unity. Black Rhino ready for respond.
Wow.
Kartel moved to tears.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to get to that?
Yeah, New York, you know. City
Yeah.
so nice, we need it twice.
No, absolutely. So we see where Vybz Kartel and his family, them they in New York and ting, and them they on a shopping spree. Of course, you know, his daughter celebrated a birthday and his mom celebrated a birthday. Have you seen the clips, KRIS?
Yeah, I see it, and trust me, it's really a joy to see what was and what's now, just to see where he's coming from to where he's at now, just able to really celebrate the goals when kids them actually accomplish and all them something. It's a joy to see that, man, trust me.
No.
And him and his mom,
Yeah.
really lovely.
And interestingly, you said that because, you know, of course, Fox 5's Lisa Evers, he did an interview with her, and during that interview, you know, that was something that he pointed out.
Yeah, he did keep his promise to her, don't
He did. Check the levels.
Real.
My life in the last 9 months, words can't explain how blessed I feel, how lucky I feel. I'm walking the red carpet in Los Angeles.
Right.
When, literally a month before that, or 2 months, I was in prison.
Right.
Then I leave Los Angeles, I'm in London, then I go to the Mobos, collect an award, Lifetime Achievement.
It's almost like you wake up and you're in a whole other reality.
Yes, I have to pinch myself, literally, like.
And that's what it is. It's awesome. Really awesome.
Yep.
All right.
Wow. I mean, right there, so you see where him literally have to hold back the tears them, like him no one ball. And you know, I don't know if you figure this out, but I think in multiple interviews, like there are moments where him kind of have like an emotional response where him try to hold it together.
Yeah,
you know,
for real.
in the Fix interview when he was talking about Movado's son, and oftentimes when him talk about like just how blessed he is, you know.
It's like when him really relived the experience where that he had and what he's living now. It's just so emotional, you know. And I guess him always managed to hold it, to just repeatedly have to do these interviews and talk about where he was to where he is now. You know, trust me, it's like a fairy tale experience.
No, absolutely. And if you saw a script like that, you probably think like, okay, this sound realistic.
No, for real.
You know what I mean? So just seeing his real raw emotions like that, just expressing himself, him definitely about family. And up at this point, I honestly don't understand people who still think that he's not rehabilitated or think say are the same cartel.
But we say it on this very same platform before where we're saying that either he was innocent or God really forgive him. So either way, it's like, who is man to judge at this point? You understand what I mean? I said, trust me, you have to just make him live, and he's being like an inspiration to youth.
To a lot of people.
Yeah, because you know, it's a Gaza nation and all of that is a big following. You understand what I mean? I say it's like a cult. So if it's a case where he's at this place in his life, then yeah man, for real. And interestingly, world boss, him just really understand what it means to be a world boss, because him travel. I don't think him ever traveled so wide.
Yeah, before. Yeah, because I think before, you know, like we've mentioned, you know, he was more concentrated on like Gaza and Jamaica, you know, Wagwan.
Jamaica, just Gaza.
Yeah, but you know, that interview with LISAHYPER though, like it was a really short interview because it was a part of their newscast.
Yeah.
Imagine Kartel on a Breakfast Club interview.
That are some things that I talk this stuff. For real. Yeah. So we know that the Breakfast Club was actually making moves. It seemed like if we try to confirm him for an interview, I guess we just have to wait and see. We'll probably see it come anywhere between now and the next week.
Yeah, I mean, it's possible that he made the interview before his show to get the mileage out of the promotion.
Yeah, because
that would make a lot of sense. You know, same shows coming up at the Barclays Center. We're talking about April 11 and 12. The previous podcast, we were talking about who people wanted to see Kartel call out.
Yeah.
The Rhino kind of indicate like he's ready, you know.
Ready for the call.
Check the levels.
I don't know, but I love for the dog. I don't know. If me get the call, me outside. Quick foot. Me I tell her. But you know the thing where you see.
Quick foot.
Yeah, look here, the boss say him just a wait for the call. Him ready.
You know the phone now got to voicemail right up until the 11th or the 12th.
The man can't afford to make the call go to voicemail.
Artists have a style where they don't answer unknown number. Any unknown number I'm answer.
But differently though, do you feel like Black Rhino will get the call from Kartel?
It possibly, you know, and it would be a good look for Black Rhino, because here's the thing now, we've always, like him always say, him get blackballed because of the falling out to the man Kartel. Yeah, people see this, we all see them kind of make up on social media and all that. But
yeah, because there was that FaceTime call.
But you see, if it's a case where Kartel call him out and give him back the real endorsement there, you know, it would have...
Can't hit the ground running.
Yeah, especially if him deliver. That are the key now. If him deliver, then yeah. And Rhino...
Well, I feel like because him would indicate, say him want it so badly, I feel like it's a high probability, like that hunger I got allow him to deliver, right?
Yeah.
Especially since we would have seen where Spice link up a Bahamas, you see Ja Vinci in Tortola and Freedom Street at Jamaica, you'd have basically say the Popcorn, Ja Vinci was there, LISAHYPER, and other members of the Gaza. So
Rhino solid in the Gaza still, you know, because I guess it's arguable still, maybe at the time, in the early part of Gaza, him probably have the hottest catalog in that time. Him actually saying in an interview that him used to actually, the shows that when him get booked for, him used to bring Popcorn on film show. You understand what I mean? So I think Rhino was really the man who get the real big break before all of them in Gaza. So him coming out at the Barclays Center any day, trust me, is a win.
It would definitely be a good look, but let us see, because, you know, if him not make it the 11th, at least him have the 12th, because Kartel have 2 back-to-back shows at the Barclays Center.
Yeah.
And people still interested and excited to know, you know, who Kartel are going to call out. I definitely feel like Busta Rhymes is going to be there.
Yeah, some international
appearances for sure. Yeah. I definitely can foresee that on the cards. But
and we know Cardi got at least in the audience.
Yeah.
Showing skins.
Showing skins. Because, you know, she don't indicate that she's going to be there. We see where Safari from Love and Hip Hop, you know, him definitely say he's going to be there as well. So we know that a lot of international celebrities excited to be a part of Kartel's concert.
Right. You know, there's a question I want to ask you, because I don't know if if all of this is, if Kartel was like this before as it relates to just, like if he's on an event, him really market it and all of them something there. Because I think how Kartel going about shows that he's booked for, I think it's really good for both him and the promoter. Because we have seen over the years where entertainers are booked for shows, but they are not promoting the shows. Them leave all that up to the promoter. And the reality is, yes, the promoter have a job to do and all that. And I don't know what's the contractual agreement, but the reality is that if you don't pull enough crowd, you understand? The more you can help and promote to pull the crowd, for sure, say, yo, I have a pulling power. I think that was good. And I think said them falling short when them don't help promote.
But not only are they falling short, but for entertainers who are booked and you feel like, okay, the money that the promoter is paying you, it does not include you advertising the show. That is not a very good mindset to have, because ultimately you want to know, say, when you go out there and talk to your fans them within a particular region and you say, yo, come out, you're going to be there. On the night when you hit the stage, you want to know, say, you're performing to a packed crowd. You don't want to know, say, the place scanty. And like KRIS mentioned a while ago, all of that is going to be a part of your portfolio, like where you are built. People can look on that and know, say, yo, you see how much people turn out for him? And ultimately, you put yourself in a one position where you can demand more. So you have to raise your vibration and even your mindset and think abundance. You understand? Because without an abundance mindset, you feel like, yo, the promoter have to pay me if he want to advertise, you know. When you're already being paid for the show. So who you really think you shortchange this so?
For real. Because
ultimately yourself.
I actually experienced that when I mentioned the artist name, but I'm pretty sure that if he had just posted the event on his social media page, yo, trust me, he would have get a solid turnout.
No, absolutely. Absolutely. But he didn't. And I think I know
bad artist.
I think I know the artist that I talked to, because when I was at the event, I remember having a conversation with the promoter, and the promoter was saying, you know, they actually reached out and asked the artist if he would mention the event, and the artist didn't mention the event. The artist ultimately had a larger following, you know, on social media than the promoter.
By far.
And on the night, it's like the turnout was soft.
For real.
Soft turnout.
Yeah, man. And I remember that one of the same artist's biggest fan, I'm the person who tell her that he was going to be around. You understand? And I know that if she had known, it would miss her. It's for sure, it's me tell her sudden and it still never miss her. So trust me, I think so the artists them take the page out of Kartel book for say boy, use the blueprint there, because he knows that if he co-sign a show that he's on, the turnout and now his numbers matters. You understand what I say?
Absolutely.
It's not just the money. It's not just the money where you get.
And we can even give a breakdown in terms of a pictorial. Imagine if Vybz Kartel never endorsed Freedom Street, where keep a Jamaica the way he did, and just say, yo, Joseph Bogdanovich and Downtown Records, and them a put it on. And the fact that Joe already pay him, him don't need to endorse or promote it. And then when you go to the National Stadium now, you don't get the turnout. It is going to reflect poorly on him. So you see where him use him celebrity, him use him power, and him push the event to the point where some people actually still believe that it was Vybz Kartel's event.
For
you understand?
He's yet to keep an event for himself.
Exactly. And, you know, a similar thing with this upcoming show for the Barclays Center. You know, he's not leaving it up to the promoters alone. You see, we're in there in New York already. And, you know, promotion are gone.
Bear in mind, the contract may actually have all of that, you know, but you see, if he's not a Vybz Kartel yet, you don't look at it that way. You get to me and say, just look on it and say, yo, me I pull out the biggest crowd that I can pull. So you see, next time I go I'm back in that area or that region, I can charge and know, say, yo.
You set yourself up for greater, because you want to cut out them limited mindset there and just think abundance, like we mentioned earlier. But you know, on the note of New York and all of that, and one of the reasons why Vybz Kartel, I think, is also succeeding Oh, no, don't why me.
Successful. Successful.
Oh gosh, yeah. It's the fact that, you know, there is management.
Yes.
Because a part of being successful, they need to have a management team and your management, and you're going to have conversation, and it's going to come down now to strategic planning.
Yeah.
And you know, on the notes of New York and all of that, we see we're Beenie there at the Big Apple as well. Chris, you feel like Beenie and Kartel are going to buck up in the streets?
Yo, just, you know, impossible, because here's the thing, them upon media runs, and then first and foremost, just like Beenie go Breakfast Club, we're expecting Kartel to be at Breakfast Club. Them going at them, all the Hot 97 or all these stations.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Because they both have, you know, like shows coming up. Like I was saying to Beenie, I did an interview with Beenie Man pan Irie with the E-Boys, me and Bones. And me I say, you know what, go on for the tour, how it look? And he I say, boy, his next stop is going to be Atlanta. And then from Atlanta, he might go New York. So him really wait until Kartel do him New York thing before him go New York. But
Jaja.
what you say Jaja for?
Because I said Jaja. Well, Jaja is great. It's a hard thing for follow.
Well, you don't know that. You're talking about the newly crowned king of the dancehall. You know, he was crowned
again and again. Happening again
he was
and
crowned
again.
Chris Taffy. So Beenie was crowned by the International Reggae and World Music Awards IRAMA at their 42nd annual ceremony.
16 years after the original crowning.
Yes,
by
a Reggae
Sumfest.
Sumfest in 2009.
Yeah.
Right? So check the levels.
Beenie Man, and tonight you can officially say King of the Dancer, none other than Beenie Man. And we are ready, all of us can be there. Oh, na 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 na.
Right there we hear founder and CEO of the International Reggae and World Music Awards, IRAMA, Martin. He must say, like, no, we can officially say king. And I think with him saying that, I wish Beenie would have mentioned in at the moment, say like him a king already. You know, for example, because what does he mean, like, no, we can officially call you king, when he was crowned in 2009, 16 years ago at Reggae Sumfest? What do you make of that, Chris?
First and foremost, where's Beenie Man's management? I feel like said that's kind of a management issue. No, I don't even think the issue is Beenie Man. I feel as if...
What do you mean? What do you mean when you say it's a management issue?
Because I'm curious to know whether Beenie Man or his team was aware of this crowning. And if they were aware of this crowning, management should have shoot that down. Because to me, I feel as if this just watered down what Beenie has already accomplished. You understand?
But I guess if an awards body decides say them want to crown him king and give him... Yeah. I mean, it's an awards body versus a stage show event, because at the time it was the promoters, the organizers of Reggae Sumfest in 2009 who did it. So if
16 years ago, 15 years ago, they never know that.
Sometimes you have award bodies, you know, who will reach out to members of your team to say, okay, we want to give this person a Lifetime Achievement Award, or we want to do something special at the awards for a particular individual. And then the management team's responsibility have to ensure that the person get there. Sometimes it comes up as like a surprise or whatever the case is. I'm not sure if he was privy to the information.
But usually they would contact someone in the...
Yeah, man. Somebody on the team would have been contacted.
And that's where I feel as if they should have...
Turn it down.
Yes. 16 years after, I water down the man thing. Because Beenie Man is the product, is still intact. You see, the decisions that's being made outside of being on stage and recording and the recordings, I feel like that's where the issue is. I don't know if Beenie Man is managing himself or who is managing him, but them need competent manager for make decisions where, because personally I don't think that do anything for him. And I think it's more the award show see an opportunity for get into the algorithm, get into the talks of
The
what's happening.
conversation, who is
And
king.
just, yes, you understand what I'm saying? And I feel as if that was at the expense of Beenie Man, where
But he wasn't the only one crowned the king at the event. I'm
All
just
that.
pointing that out. You know, you had Oliver Samuels, who was crowned king of Caribbean comedy. I did ask Beenie Man that question in the interview, and I said to him, if him feel like him a put too much emphasis upon this whole king of the dancehall conversation. And, you know, in him response, him a say, you know, him not really put no emphasis on it, him a do what him a do, but ultimately him can't stop people from say what them want to say, was his explanation.
Yeah,
but
right.
him still like the idea, and I don't think he has a problem with being crowned by IRAMA.
Again.
Him good with it.
So
Yeah.
who else going to crown him?
Maybe if there's
You
another
can
body
probably
to
carry him, but
crown him.
I'm go boom boom.
What?
Was it Tuesday go crown him too? But this is what I'm saying. I feel as if management. So if Beenie Man is acting as management for himself, Beenie Man or Moses the manager shouldn't put Beenie Man the artist in that position, because personally I feel as if it just water it down. It water it down. He's already crowned. He's already king of dancehall. So what do you mean by now you can officially be crowned king of dancehall?
I think because there is contention about him being crowned king
This
of
don't
dancehall.
stop it. Why them never
No,
crown
that is the question.
So why-
Do you feel like Beenie Man now receiving a crown, a second crown, being crowned by IRAMA? Do you think this rubbishes the conversation as it relates to who is the king of the dancehall? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts.
Personally, I think it's rubbish the first one. Them shouldn't allow that to happen. Why them never
And
crown
this is-
Buju? Crown Buju as the nobody no crown Buju yet.
No.
You see, why they never crown him 15 years ago? And as I'm saying, this is no attack at Beenie Man, you know. May I say Beenie Man himself, Beenie Man the product is intact. I think it's just the decisions that's being made around his career. You understand what I say? And that's why I feel as if it's a management issue.
And I'd agree with you in saying that management is important.
Yeah, absolutely.
And sometimes, you know, the people around you, like maybe your spouse or your family members, when your career gets to a certain level, they're not necessarily the best persons to manage you.
Yeah, man. I think Beenie Man, the brand, is a huge brand. So people, you can't guess and spell with the man career. You understand what I say? And again, the next thing is that sometimes artists get to a level where them cannot be managed. You understand what I say? Them not allow nobody to manage them, and that's a problem. Because I feel as if it's just like the question we ask is like him focusing so much on King of Dancehall is actually it literally a water down what is. You understand?
He said he wasn't focused on it, and that he's focused on his upcoming tours. He also said that he's going for a Grammy this year. You know, so those are things that he's working on.
And I think all those he can accomplish. But again, the decisions that's being made around his career, it has to be very calculating. You do get the feeling,
like on the outside looking in, that it kind of lack structure and organization in terms of the direction and that type of thing, because I know he said he's on a tour. It's the King of the Dancehall tour. He did Miami Gardens. Him same next stop is Atlanta, and following Atlanta he's going to New York. But this information was information that he gave me. You know, I'm not seeing it anywhere or being plastered, you know, like right across social media.
You understand what I'm saying? And I just feel as if the management team or if he or his management team knew about this crowning, it should have been just declined personally. And if it's a case where they didn't know,
especially with the climate and what going on,
and if it's a case where they didn't know, I feel as if the award show just kind of even though the award show been around for years.
42.
Yes, but at Beenie Man's expense, them get in the algorithm, them get in the talks. You understand what I'm saying?
We're talking about opinion. It now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but jump in the comments and share your thoughts. I know, man. We're tired of the whole King of the Dancehall conversation.
Well,
and
it's important
it's
to
ongoing.
somebody.
Yeah.
Some people.
You know, hit up the comments and share your thoughts. That's at that. Fun that. Hi, I'm Kshema and I'm a Rise affiliate. Now, I start my mornings with Rise Mushroom Coffee. But before Rise, I can tell you a secret. My mornings was kind of stressful. I just don't feel like I want to get up. I'm dragging myself. And you know how it is. But with Rise, the experience was just way different. I found the energy that I needed, and it's about experiencing the enhancing benefits of mushrooms as well. So you may want to check out Rise, and guess what? I can get you a 15% discount. You can click the link below, so you can use my code Kshema Francis Pitt 15 right here on the screen, and you can get your 15% discount. You want to start your morning with energy? Rise Mushroom Coffee is your go-to. All right, so now we see where MASICKA, you know, he's also in New York, and he did an interview with Hot 97, Ebro in the morning show. And, you know, during the interview, we must say, yo, unity is needed for really propel the dancehall genre to the next level. Check the levels.
I just think we need to unite and wave the flag higher, you know what I mean? We have the vibes, we have the resources at Jamaica, we have the right producers, we have the right beats. We think we just need to focus on the craft, start making better songs, get back to the real authentic thing. And
when you say unite, what's the division?
I think it's a lot of ego, you know what I mean? You know, Jamaica is a small island, you know what I mean? Beautiful place.
Amongst the artists?
Yeah, you don't know, and you have a lot of artists, and so it's like, sometimes it's like, everybody I try to get out and focus on for them own thing, so you get what I say. So once we unite, I think everybody get to see the bigger picture. You get what I say? The world will feel the energy more because we are come as a force this time.
Yeah, you know, MASICKA not say nothing wrong. Him say all of the right things, you know.
He not say nothing new. He not say nothing new.
Him talk about the ego, and we already know, say, united, we can take this dancehall and reggae genre to the next level. And just we a hold back we. But do you feel like MASICKA was just being politically correct, or him genuinely want unity, or is just a next piece of the playbook?
I think in generally no say unity aware what's needed to take to the level, but whether not even just MASICKA, whether these artists want unity or not is a next conversation. You understand? Because as I said, when MASICKA say, if him not say nothing were wrong and him not say nothing were new, you get what I say? And I want to think about unity, but you see once individuals start make money, it's like.
But let's look at MASICKA first before you make that point, because we're going to dissect it, you know. But MASICKA, for example, we see where in recent times he would have done a collaboration with Shensia, him do a collaboration with Romain Virgo, him do a collaboration with TJ, and him do a collaboration with Cranium. So in reasoning it out, one can look on that for just show, say, how selfless he is in terms of at the peak of his career, he's doing these collaborations with other entertainers as opposed to waiting until, you know, him thing die down a little before him give anybody a strength. But he's collaborating with these people when his career are going good. So could that be perceived as his way of wanting unity?
Well, it could be, because you're right, because here's the thing, everybody language different, you know. A person's definition of unity is different from a next one. A person's definition of help is different. I want me to look upon it and I say, Bounty Killer help all these youths, but Shaggy not do nothing. But a next person can look upon it and say, this event that Shaggy bring into the culture, IMC is a big help. You understand? So you're right. So him doing all these collaboration with these artists, I think is a start. I think it's the start.
And not just a start, but I don't feel like we can just skip past it and not like look at it, because we kind of know how the industry is.
Right.
And a lot of people, when them depend them A game and things that go on for them, they're not going to slow down and try to do no whole heap of collaboration, because even the collaboration with MASICKA and TJ, the two of them, they're at the top of them game. So when you look at that, it could be applied to say, this is us being united, as opposed to I look at you as my competition.
True.
Same thing with Cranium. Cranium and MASICKA collaboration came after Cranium and Chronicler.
Oh, okay, right. True.
You know what I mean? So when you look on it that way, there's like, yo.
I agree with you still, you know, but that's just the start. Because you see, I feel as if until they start going out there and flying the banner, like going, like partnering on tours to say, yo, let people have the live experience of MASICKA and TJ on one stage. You understand what I'm saying? I think until that, it's like, it's doing songs together and all that is a start. Is a start. But doing a song together and then people, the song may hit, the song may not hit, but people not see them together again or not like that. I feel as if the unity way it need is for said that they all take on the road together. You understand? Because I think in one of your interviews with TJ, he actually was kind of insinuating that he has made efforts to try partner with persons to go on the road and all that, but a person looking at it that them just don't see the big picture. It's just the money at the time them looking at, you know?
Yeah, no, I totally get your point as well, and I appreciate you saying like that collaboration, you know, as it relates to MASICKA, that in itself is a start. I also believe that a lot of these entertainers, like the more they get that exposure and them do tours and them go to places across the world and realize the importance and large impact of dancehall and the reggae culture and just the Jamaican culture as a whole, is like I realize that the mindset and the thinking is different. But sometimes again too, it's like you have to meet people where they are.
True.
If they're not there at the level, you know.
Yeah.
You can't go say to a man where wish party him there right now, him know say him have 5 picnic or prep school and him have things to take care or whatever the case is, and him feel like again a limited mindset. Him feel like if him do a tour by himself, him not to share that.
Well, true. I guess you're right. But doing a tour together, then it means the booking fee can possibly be higher. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot to it. There's a lot to it.
A lot of moving parts.
Yeah, and but I feel as yo, me I hear about unity in a dancehall from my idea, my knee. Me I tell you honest.
As an elder, no.
As an elder, yeah. Me I hear about it from and listen. A age paper me have. So me I hear about it from them time. And me just not see what's so hard in because in this industry, this even if just using these names, let's say a MASICKA and but MASICKA link with all of these people still. But let's use Beenie Man and Kartel for instance. Now.
Yes.
You think Scatter not have connection to Beenie Man or Beenie have connection to Scatter or TJ or whatever it is?
Yeah.
So it's like no. So there's this little issue. There's this little thing about King of Dancehall. Rare tete. You think a person can just if them really want to question?
Them can question it, you know.
Yeah.
Look, one dancehall, one stage, 2 kings.
Yeah. What wifey too? Them not gonna suck for no 2 king. No, them somebody have to get up. Somebody have to get up.
No, but let's not. I don't want to laugh at your point, you know, because it's a solid point, and that is also a part of the whole unity thing. Because in truth, what is really if we want unity, and when we say we may talk about the artists them and the industry, if them want unity, you know, it can be achieved. Because imagine how the trajectory in a dancehall likely to change, seeing a Kartel and a Beenie on a stage.
Exactly. So this is what I try to show you. Say, Kartel, Beenie, and MASICKA in a New York, right? Them literally probably are staying in a hotel right around the road from each other at some point because them all are trying to reach the same media outlets for promotion, right? All right, that's cool. Kartel, there's a king thing around him. Beenie said him a king. MASICKA did have generation of kings. You understand what I say? At the end of the day, there is marketing. Find something around it where all of them just link up and say, yo, and the king of New York or something. You get me? But it does make you wonder, does dancehall really want unity?
Or are they politicking around the idea of unity?
Are they going to give it a Nancy story or something? It's just this big myth.
Even like another question, you know, is like, can dancehall entertainers truly unite? What do you think? Jump in the comments and share your thoughts. But KRIS, can they unite? And give me your expertise in terms of your studio days.
Listen.
Your studio days. And you know, your mix songs and them thing, your record songs and them thing, they like, can unity truly be achieved?
Oh, we can put this.
KRIS, you lost for
No,
words.
lost words. We are telling you honest truth. We are telling you honest truth. Dance is a weird
arena.
You get to me? I say because one man want a dub, and them come and them bring a next man name. Because sometimes the artists them fall out because of people that's just bouncing from camp to camp. You get to me? I say? Because the one you want a dub, say them want to say, yo, him not bad like you know. You know see last night you left him in a hole. You understand me? I say talking about like say a show.
Yeah.
You understand me? I say them man they worried when you work before him, you know. You get me? I say so you see. And the reality about it
and
is...
again, so these are like, what you call them now? Entourage members.
Yes.
Because the entourage members, them sometimes they are recycled. The yes man, them recycled. They're just industry man.
You have someone a professional yes man, professional hype man. You get professional, someone a gas station. When them go and start gaslight the artist. You understand me? I say? So, there's just so much, and that's the reason why I say, at the end of the day, these artists, them can have conversation. You will see them unite, but sometimes when them unite is for lock out a next syndicate from the opportunity.
You more get cliques.
Cliques, right? Because we've seen unity in Dancehall. Alliance was a unit. You get the message, but you still may have people argue say Alliance was there for lock out other people that wasn't a part of Alliance. That would be the conversation. You understand what I say? But the closest thing we see to unity in Dancehall was Alliance. The interesting thing though, I don't remember if they were ever able to go and tour together as Alliance. Because I remember say Kartel come out because say Killer say, yo, you see my farm gang in a me gang. So yeah, but really and truly, I think said Dancehall just a talk about a thing where I don't know if it benefit them with the division or what. I don't know if unity is like corruption in our politics.
I think ultimately too because of even how the fan base is. So the dancehall space as is, it just becomes like this competitive field, like a competitive ground. This person put out a song and then you compare it to a next song. Two people upon a collaboration, there is a comparison. Who go hard upon the song or whatever the case is. If there is a juggling, there is still a competition. Who take the juggling, who do this and who do that. So everything is like this big sports day, this big need to win the approval of the fans. But ultimately, I don't know if it can be done, but the entertainers who are in a position of influence
to do it,
them have to lead the charge. Them have to really lead the charge. And until they are willing to do that, until them can vibrate higher and make that be a probability, we always are going to have the conversation about this need for unity, and different entertainers are going to continuously echo these similar sentiments from multiple platforms because it sounds good. Sounds good. But the real question is, what are you doing as an individual to say achieve or attain unity? What is your contribution to making that a reality?
Win with the action and not your words. You see what I say?
Yeah.
That's a thing we need to go on. And don't make unity coming like when we hear them talk about corruption in our politics where we need to stamp out corruption, but yet still them only say that, but corruption not gone away. You understand what I say? Where I say, yo, we want unity.
Sometimes it gets even deeper.
Yeah, where I say we want unity, but it's just the talk, but unity it not achieved. You understand what I say? Yeah, a full time now we can really say true unity and people go out to go up on the road together on the show and say, yo, because really and truly, when you check it out, in most of the genres, you probably see a little more, you see the kind of take on the road together. You understand what I say? And dancehall is known for that. It's just probably true.
And even if you look at it too, like when you take on the road, all the way can anchor it, somebody have to start. So we understand that the egos are big, and if people can get the egos in check, there is so much more we can accomplish.
Man, them too rich for unite, man. Man, them too rich for unite. We have to talk about, man.
But jump in the comments and share your thoughts. You know, what you feel about this whole unity conversation. Do you feel like the entertainers truly want unity? You think unity can seriously be achieved? Hit up the comments.
You feel like the artists them are politicians, as bad as the politicians, or a little better than the politicians?
It's a bit of both. Because entertainers at some point, you're going to find, say, them a politic. And in certain entertainers may be just as bad as the worst politician you can think of in terms of how them deal with things.
Okay, speaking
and
of...
even the people them.
Yeah, facts. And on that note, let's talk about an artist that you hope will be a good politician, a great one.
And look here, I don't know, but you see, Mr. Vegas, you know, we saw him on the JLP campaign, and boy, can I tell you?
Yo, man, great.
Fit the part.
Man getting politicians start a kit. Everything intact. Yeah, man, polo shirt and red.
Politicians start a kit.
Yeah, man, cadence and everything when he deliver him speech and the breaks and when him look around
and the applause and, you know, check the levels.
Sometimes you have to rise up somebody like a Mr. Vegas and say, go and spread it on the mountain. So if I have to go door to door, walk from one point of Jamaica to the other point to let the people know what's going on, I will do it.
Sometimes you have to rise up on Mr. Vegas. Chris, how you feel like Vegas do on the political stage?
All right, before I drop my verse, make sure say, oh, me not have no color, me neutral. But if me did to find gear, I notice me say gear. No transmission thing. A gearbox we deal with. If me did to find gear, would have be PNP based on just family tradition or whatever it is, tribal politics. But me neutral, me never vote yet. Here's the thing, where Vegas is concerned, I feel as if him have good intentions, it can work. Because personally, I feel as if it don't make any sense to complain about people where the family or generation of politicians we can't relate.
You're saying new blood.
Yeah, but let's get some people in there we can relate to us. You understand what I'm saying?
I get your point, but do you feel like Mr. Vegas, for example, and we're just surmising because he has not expressed publicly that him have like a political aspiration, right? Like we don't know if him have any political aspirations.
For representational politics.
For representational politics.
But he must say green.
Right. So do you foresee he could be like a politician and an artist? Or you feel like if him cross over to representational politics, it definitely going to tint Mr. Vegas, the entertainer? You feel like it can be neutral ground?
Well, that's one tough question that, you know, above my pay grade. You raise my pay?
Jump in the comments though and share your thoughts. Jump in the comments and share your thoughts.
We can answer that.
Personally, I feel like because of how Jamaica stay, I feel like it definitely locally may taint his career as an artist. And if he wants to go into politics, like representational politics, and create a wave and make big changes, it is going to consume him time.
True.
So if you want to be a game changer in that type of way, you're going to have to know, so you have to lay the foundation, lay the blocks, and put in the work. It's not going to be a case where you're going to find that delicate balance where as a politician you find say him can go up on tour or that sort of thing. Right. Like ultimately something will have to give.
But you see the thing about it, you have to remember that sometimes there are artists who don't become a slave to the music. You know, they look at music as a sport or a career where at some point they retire from it before. Them now go up on stage at 60 and 70 and sing. You understand? So
and I'm not saying that to say he cannot make the transition. And I'm just asking the question, like, you know, it's definitely a delicate balance. And, you know, like you mentioned, bring in some new blood into the space and then say, you know, what him can do.
Yeah, because we need people relatable. We can relate to issues what we have. And my thing with sometimes I'm worried with just, even let's say Vegas, for instance, most times I hear his message is in defense of
The JLP.
the JLP.
You may find it that way because, one, constitutionally, we're supposed to have an election by at least September of this year, right? So you know, so when election come around, a big old sports day, everybody a cheer for the team, but they want to win.
I can't tell you this.
So it could be a situation where instead of being open to reasoning and having like a conversation because he want the JLP to win, him just will come at defending, as opposed to having like a practical conversation about the issues affecting the people. Well, that's not just my opinion.
Yeah, well, Greenhouse, maybe I win in politics, but when we used to go to school, up here last, Greenhouse used to come. So.
Even at my school too, Greenhouse used to come last.
Yeah,
and at Westwood me go. All girls school.
Yeah, but still, like I said, I think where Vegas is concerned is if representational politics is where it's leading to, it's going to take commitment for ensure that the people is actually first. Because one thing we can tell us, him probably get more backlash than traditional politician if him go inside and do the right thing.
No, absolutely. Yeah, and I don't believe for a second, like, you know, just pull everything aside and don't just look on it to say, you hear Vegas name and some people just want to cuss. You know, because we see that on the net. And, you know, them just want to see him name, see him picture, and it's like, oh, there goes the negativity. But the fact that he went there on that platform and he delivered his speech, him talk, and he was able to ignite the crowd because they hear when the crowd reel him up, and him, like him saying, he wasn't there in the capacity as an artist. He was there as a Jamaican and him doing things. So I believe that if he applies himself and he want good for the Jamaican people, who knows? Possibilities are endless.
Yeah, because Vegas is a successful artist, a successful businessman. And at the end of the day, when you know success, most times it's not to say it's easy, but the possibility of transitioning in a different space and find success is also attainable.
Because you understand that you have to put in the work. There is dedication, commitment in order to get to where you want to get to. With those, if he should take all of that, and again, we don't know if him have a desire to go into representation.
Feel like him
politics. Should he? I am only a little hesitant. As it relates to, I don't know if he will be able to balance the two.
Well, remember, Vegas did retire years ago. Vegas did retire.
I went to that retirement party.
you did, right?
I did.
So I don't know if he retire now, cause you understand what I said? Cause I was shocked in that time when he retired.
And then he came back. So you know who knows?
And he make a comeback with "I am blessed," and trust me, retirement go through the door. So you know, so we see it. But jump in the comments though and share your thoughts. Do you feel like Vegas will enter representational politics, or if he enters representational politics, you feel like he would be a successful politician? Would you vote for him? Would you get your ex?
Would he get your ex? But you know who not gonna get? Nobody not get for your ex though. Queen IFRICA.
See the fire, mama,
yeah, so you know, of course, even on levels, we did carry a clip of Queen IFRICA as well, and you know, Queen come out and she had chat iron lead. She has to look here, a whole clip that check the levels.
Normally, me not address some people, but me see one out dread boy. I come talk about me breed for Tony Rebel Chef. The video won't not keep on yourself about when I say no vote for Labour Right. Do before Labour Right win from about 2016. That video they do. I don't know, they'd still go vote for him. And it come and Jamaica people, I don't know, still go vote for him again. I know our fault why the whole I know people follow back a politics and follow back a politician. Maybe PNP, maybe Labour Right in a real life, and me nah go stop till the last breath left me. So anybody know that out dread there, dread boy there. We are chat up him out because Andrew probably paid 2 phone bill fee telling us and go. hear that? And that me I answer by saying.
Chris, remember, you know, we born JLP or we born PNP.
Jano.
Born lava, hot.
Yo, that peer, the biggest why man I get.
Oh gosh, so Queen really come out and she cleared the air. I actually thought like that clip was kind of fresh.
The ear clear? It clear? That would never.
Remember fire purification in a Chris.
Yo, Queen set up a man all over the place.
Look here, oh my gosh. So she setting the record straight. So she made the people them know say she no JLP, she no PNP, a fire she a burn upon them.
So who are run the country? this is my thing. And listen, Queen IFRICA is an artist where am my artist that.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? But sometimes Queen IFRICA come with something where just mash up your head and no left with no solution. You get what I say? Like so when you ever say you want everybody and me don't know. So if you ever say that, then step up with a solution to say, yo, you're going to get in a representational politics or something. Because the truth is, when we are youth, we always hear say, yo, we don't deal with politicians and whatever it is. But as you get more mature, you realize that at the end of the day, them actually, the reality is every part, every area of life, politics there. You get what I'm saying? Your friend them, politics there, between
job.
friendship, job, everything. So at the end of the day, they are politicians where them are deal with the running of the country, the well-being of the country, and represent us on a global stage. You understand what I say? At the end of the day,
I just feel like, and I do understand the notion with people feeling like they are between a rock and a hard place, because it's like you want change, but then you also have some people who are not excited about the change that is there. But ultimately, I take your point in terms of what's the solution?
Yeah, because all these years, again, from my idea, my knee, me hear Rasta and everybody have cuss say, yo, but politician them I mean never see the country.
As a Rasta man picnic.
Yes, as a Rasta man picnic, I mean never see the country run without a politician.
Yeah.
So it simply means there has to be a person where lead in a politics.
This is what I say though, right? It comes down to we the people, right? So ultimately, you may have some people who feel like green and orange, them are the same thing. But it comes down now to what is happening in your community, what happening in your area. In a 2025, you still not have water, you not have road, what type of resources you want. So you have to make sure, so when you vote, you are voting for the person who can deliver.
Yeah.
And you have to hold politicians accountable. It can't be a case where from 1914 politicians are pay you off. And now at 2025, at some point you have to stand for something.
Here's the thing, I feel like say, so with the influence and the voice that Queen IFRICA have, how about wherever Queen IFRICA live, how about starting in that community?
What
engage the politician, engage whoever, the caretaker, the councillor, whoever, hold them accountable. Because remember, hold them accountable for say, yo, let me see what you do. You get me I do it? Because every time we come, we hear say, yo, Andrew in a problem with Queen IFRICA now. No, make me talk, you know. And you are fret for bro God and all of that. Then she's moved to Mark Golden. Mark, member said this, you know, and you start fret for him, but then you still not leave with no solution.
You fret for them?
No, I'm talking about the dieted whoever in the politics. You understand?
So you have
to fret for them, man. Come here and say, yo, what them do now?
So you say basically Queen been threatening to release some things, but up to now we not really hear.
To now we not hear nothing. And here's the thing, again, as I say, as from the day me know myself, me always hear said there's a prime minister, there's an opposition. You understand? No care always say we not with them and them still there they make decision upon our life. So I feel like say as influential figures, when I come with certain things, we say, yo, them are this or they are born this or whatever it is, give us some solution. You understand what I say?
I think the solution is it comes down to the people. Like people have to kind of vote in a way where it's action you want. You know, vote because you're
And
granny, your
action
great
on your
granny.
talk? Or,
No, no.
okay, just action.
No, just action.
Okay,
You want somebody.
You have to clarify that, you know, because remember say then lingo of politics, you know.
No.
Okay.
You want to vote for somebody who is going to step up to the plate and you're going to hold them accountable. That is how we're going to get any sort of change. You understand? Because we can't just sit where we sit and say, burn fire upon the politician, burn this and burn that, and fire. Because like I said, it's an election year. Somebody are going to win, somebody are going to lose.
Yeah, if I have two, somebody go. If I have three, somebody go, they go vote. Whoever get two, why for the two, but I say it go, and them are going to be. You understand what I mean? So my thing is saying that as like Queen IFRICA, if she come with all these things, we say, we need to burn them and this, that, like we have to figure out what the solution then. You understand? Because personally I feel like, and I may be wrong, but I feel as if for the past few years at the first I see where quite a few entertainers have direct relation or personal relationship with politicians, have like have meetings with like high ups, even having meeting the prime minister and all of that. And in those moments, it's like say, when I was say you first meet the prime minister and say, we need to talk to you about no. But at the end of the day, I feel as if
stand on business.
Yes, I feel as if there's more open communication now between entertainers and politicians. So let's engage them in some conversation, or maybe we just want them to go on with what they're going with, so we can make more songs.
No, but even if you look at it, even the entertainment industry as is need things from the government. Finally, there is like a life insurance policy for entertainers. There is an entertainment registry online, so entertainers can be authenticated and them kind of thing there. We still a fight for zoning, for entertainment zones where promoters can keep them events and Night Noise Abatement Act. I'm raising these issues to say entertainers, them have a long list of things where them need. So what is the solution? How we move forward?
We have to just go up a Flagstaff. The whole of just pack up a Flagstaff. That's it.
It's like go for the maroon communities.
Yeah, but them have their own problem to deal with.
Yeah.
So it's like really and truly a solution.
It's like everywhere politics.
Everywhere politics. So
well, jump in the comments and share your thoughts. What you say?
That is it.
Yeah. On a sad note, just want to say condolences to Usain Bolt and his family. Following the passing of his dad, Leslie Bolt, so condolences Bolt. And even on social media, Chris, I don't know if you have seen it, but we see where Vybz Kartel, Sham, KRIS, Romain Virgo, these are some of the entertainers who sent messages of condolence to Bolt and his family.
Absolutely, man. My condolences to the Bolt family,
Yeah.
It's just really, it actually took me by surprise.
Yeah. According to reports, he was ailing for some time. So I guess close family members and friends would have known, but then, for the public at large, we just kind of feel like, oh wow.
Yeah, because I guess all the pictures that I know of him was like from a while back.
In happier times.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so again, condolences, to the Bolt family. And we know it's easier said than done, but just take it a day at a time. And a day at a time. I can't even imagine. Just a day at a time, Bolt.
Absolutely. Stay strong.
Yeah, man. On that note, we see where even LISAHYPER, on social media, she sent a message of condolences following the death of her cousin, who was actually fatally shot by police. And on social media we see LISAHYPER, she shared a picture of her cousin, and then in the caption she said, "Jano cause me meds mash up."
My condolences.
Indeed, condolences for sure. And on the note of LISAHYPER, we see where Lisa, she made a post when she and Bounty Killer, and her caption was pretty interesting. In the caption she said, I'm a bit disappointed in myself for my behavior last month. Sorry to get you so cross, angry, miserable with me for my boisterous behavior. I respect the constructive criticism and advice you gave me last night, my grandfather at Grown Godzilla at Billboard Selector. Thank you for always supporting me and showing me love. I love you so much, bro. And she have a bunch of hashtags right there and a couple red heart emojis. But is this KRIS LISAHYPER's way of acknowledging say she go on with some things well, it wasn't really last month, but according to our post, say she go on with some things.
First and foremost, Bounty Killer is not a grandfather, he's the grandmaster. Yeah, get it correct. Get it correct, Lisa. Yeah. But
what?
Killer says man say he's a grandmaster, not a grandfather.
The grandmaster.
Yeah, he's the grandmaster,
right.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
But here's the thing. Lisa, sometimes Lisa kind of on a hot cold thing, and I feel as if clearly she and Bounty Killer have a conversation, and big up to Bounty Killer.
For keeping it real.
Yeah,
it would seem like Killer keep it real with her.
Yeah, absolutely. And like again, because Lisa is basically in promotion mode. The truth is Lisa have all the pieces to the puzzle, but she need help to put them together. Because for me, it's just...
and help in this case, you're saying like maybe management.
Management. You understand me? I say she needs structure. She need to have a strategy. She need to have somebody who can actually help her if you know say yo. And she have to be willing to take that help. You understand? Because not every artist can be managed. And again, I don't see how is it after she goes through something like this, she have this song named Phoenix with Chronic Law. You understand me? I said she got through this situation where she have this story and now this song. You get to me, Adiwin? And it's just a case where said, why don't you just stay on promoting this?
I've actually texted that on her social media platform. She made a post of the song and I say, I this have to promote.
She not respond.
She not respond. Tell her I say, this have to promote.
Yeah.
And that's the song I'm playing for her on air as well. So,
actually hear you play it. That's how I know about it actually.
Yeah, me play it a couple of times, especially, when she was going through that down period. I would agree with you in saying that she did in a promotion mode and she need structure, because if you look on her timeline, it's like she's promoting a whole heap of song.
Yes, too much songs.
Too many songs, and I just feel like she have to focus on one song and give it the energy and push it out there so that one song that she's promoting can catch, because she definitely have the people's attention.
Absolutely.
Whether people are watch her or a follow her up to say if something not gonna happen, or them genuinely
or whatever.
Are them genuinely a follower and interested in her? You have to just use that momentum.
Absolutely.
For do good. And I don't feel like she using it to the best of her ability. I see we're Cargo, we make a Cargo and her linking up, and Cargo also did reach out to our next Gaza member, Kim.
Yeah. No, I think that's good, because at the end of the day, we can't complain about lack of unity and them link up and them because they should link up. You understand?
Yeah.
That's good. But I still just feel like where LISAHYPER is concerned, she right now, I would say from my vantage point, of all the female artists, the upcoming are the ones that's, when I talk about who already out there, like the Shensi and all that, the upcoming ones, she has the audience now. Everybody watching her, whether if if
like I mentioned a while ago.
Yes, right. So personally, I feel as if she doesn't need to do the right thing with this attention, Ensure the song Phoenix, I feel as if all of the effort where she have put in all these other songs, that shoot video and use that to promote that one song. Because once you get that one song off, trust me.
Yeah, and here it is, management, the importance of having a proper management team and structure. It's a come up again in the conversation. I mean, it came up earlier, like when we started, and here we're about to close off and it come again. So we just want the entertainers them know, do not feel like you can do it alone.
Yeah.
Doing it alone may get you so far, But in order to attain real, true success and go
Yes.
to the highest level, you need a team.
Yeah, man, absolutely.
And having a team don't mean say you're not successful or you have to depend on other people. Together we are stronger.
And a team can be a cousin, but it not necessarily mean a cousin where
Have the potential or the ability.
The ability to do. You understand what I mean? I say because sometimes you realize most of these artists, they feel as if they are the only important piece of the puzzle. You understand? And I think that's one of the things where kind of prevent their career from
or cause like even conflicts as well, like internally, because you have to value your team, and when you put value on your team and the work that they're doing, you realize that the probability is endless in terms of what you can achieve.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So
absolutely.
Just do the right thing. Anything else you want to talk to the people about, Chris?
No, I think so. We kind of cover the timeline. The timeline long enough.
Very, very long today.
Yeah.
But of course, you know, I want to say big up to the subscribers, especially those of you who comment.
Yeah.
I am learning. I'm beginning to learn the names. Big up to Leroy. Big up to Nicotine. Big up to the 60-year-old Gaza fan.
Yeah. And the 29-year-old Gaza fan. And big up to the other Gaza fan. Them we not declare them age, but them are cause their foolishness.
Yeah.
Yeah, but big up same way.
Yes, no, big up on yourself, man. I see the comments, I read them through. Sometimes me see people just like watch the front part of the video and then start comments and of course, and then no, me see them comments again and I say, oh. But thank you so much, you know, I truly appreciate it. And remember, it's a community we're building. So it's about having the conversation. And when I say sometimes, say like, yo, if you have a suggestion or an idea, drop it in the comments, you know. But not just I say it, you know.
Yeah.
If you have an idea or a suggestion for a topic or something you feel like we need to discuss or talk about, go in the comments and drop it.
Facts.
Community, and we are build the community and we are grow the community together. And a lot of people who have been a part of Levels from day one, you know that I take your suggestions and your ideas and I have implemented some of them.
Yeah, she's not like the politicians. People.
Yeah, no,
like
but listen to the people.
Good politician.
No.
You're a politician.
Born a politician.
Yeah,
born
we're a good leader.
I would say so. I would say so. But you know, definitely, I truly listen to you know, and I appreciate it. What I can tell you though, podcast world, I don't know, pram push thing.
No, I'm a stroller.
What you say, Chris?
I'm a stroller. No, sir.
Yeah,
no
especially
stroller.
when you have a full-time job and you know you're doing it. It is also a full-time job, but I love what I do. I love entertainment, you know. I love it. So because I love it, I go get in it. You know? Yeah. But I just wanted you to know that. Anything you want to say to the people, Chris?
Oh, big up. Straight big up, you see.
Yeah,
really,
that's it.
No, I really appreciate just the interaction and all of that, the growth.
Yes.
Yeah, we really love it, you know. Really love it.
Yeah. And Leroy qualified, you know.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I be careful what we say, because if me just say something piss off Leroy just say, yo, I owe him.
Owe him.
I owe him. What up there, though? For real.
Yeah, but no,
but
really, truly.
Yo, I really
you know?
appreciate all of the constructive criticism, all that, you know. Yeah, big up.
So big up again to the Levels community. Thank you to our new subscribers. And if it's your first time checking in, just make sure you hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. Be a part of the Levels community.
That is it.
You know, me have to leave you on a positive note. Just remember that growth don't happen when you're comfortable.
Talk no man.
All right? That's
Talk.
that.
I hate that.
We out.
See it there?